We're on to the divisional round now. 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Patriots going up against the Raiders. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Bay Area as we welcome you to Oakland, California. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the New England Patriots and the Oakland Raiders. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own personnel, and they try to attack that way.
Let's go!
He'll drop to throw, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. He's brought down that time by a couple of Raiders. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Now back to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
They didn't have a ton of yards to pick up on that 3rd down, but there was no way they were playing that one safe. They decided to take that one downtown. They must have felt that they had a big play that was waiting for them. Unfortunately, it was incomplete.
The Patriots send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. They come up in an offset eye. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that the defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? But where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, that's 2 guys coming through that gap. In this situation, though, that A-gap wasn't open for the defense to exploit. The offensive line took care of it, protected it, and moved the defensive guys out of the way to allow for that nice run.
And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets the tone for the offense.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Hey. 4 down.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And quickly, let's check out the New England defense.
Earl Thomas is the rangiest free safety in the game. Great reactions, great understanding, and boy, will he strike you when the ball's in his area. An extra corner on the field for New England here on 3rd down.
Yeah, another DB. And this is going to be incomplete.
Defending an out route is awfully difficult because the best receivers try and sell an inside move before they break to the out, and you have to respect that as a defensive guy, because if you let them, what they say, cross your face or get across you in the middle of the field, usually you're beaten on a route, and that's an easier throw for the quarterback. So you ordinarily take a step over to make sure you seal that off. In this case, he was able to not only do that, but react back to the sideline and bat the ball down.
And now out come the Patriots. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out, give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. You took the words right out of my mouth. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well run route.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. play fake. He'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. They practiced this all week. Pretty clear it paid off there. Threw it downfield, made it look relatively easy.
And it always comes a little bit easier when you've practiced it and tuned things up and you're confident in what you're doing now. They felt very, very good about their plan, and we saw the execution because the confidence of the players was there.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. 22 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Patriots a first down. And now a first down following that long gain. And they give this time to the tailback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 6 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
I'll bet there's just a big sigh of relief now, having finally gotten a first down running the football. They've struggled all game long. The defense has had their number. This may help their confidence moving forward.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. They'll try and sneak it here. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. Their big tight end taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken near the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Try and start this drive in the air. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now a first down carry by Bell. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. They come up in an offset eye. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 1:57 to go in this first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. On the counter, here's Bell. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 20. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. All week in practice, they stressed grounding, pounding the football, and they really executed it well there to get the first down.
That usually means getting back to being physical in practice, because when you emphasize pounding the football, it doesn't really come together unless you practice it the same way you're going to play it in the game. So that means more bodies, more pads, and a whole lot of popping last week, and they got it done in the game.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go. Red 38.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Here we go!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it, and that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for New England. 53 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there, taking it in from 11 yards out, and the Patriots add on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the routes and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. To throw now on first down. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. A gain of 6 there on first.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when it...
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. Seems to me, Brandon, that they're pretty content with where they are right now. Just going to take a knee and head in for the half.
So it's on to halftime in this AFC. Hey, Charles, will you give me water? Jeez, Chuck, they cut off the halftime show again. Quicker than anticipated, ready for the start of the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
One thing I do know that offensive linemen like, they like a guy who's carrying the ball that will take what is blocked. Not try and create a big play, maybe take a loss, not try and go where the blocking isn't. But if it's just all that's there and you just put your head and your shoulders down and get that, you get the respect of the big guys up front.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now they'll run it on the toss. This will go for 5 up to the 33. Second down following the run. They come out here in the eye. Bell uses the stiff arm. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense. But a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long. He's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Out of the pistol, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. Earl Thomas in on the stop. See if they stay on the ground for second down. gun. They'll look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Let's go. Let's round.
They'll pitch it out to Bell. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Well, partner, they might want to tear up your scouting reports a little bit here because they just broke tendency. 3rd down, you don't ordinarily see a toss. They ran it, and they ran it really well and picked up the first down. I love the way the edges were sealed, which allowed him to get to the corner.
And to give this time to the tailback. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Back now in the East Bay. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run it with Bell. Le'Veon Bell stops short of the line to gain. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room for him there as he'll take the 15. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down he'll go at the 25. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Partner, sometimes it's those little guys you really have to fear. They've been battling their whole lives, wanting to show the big boys that they can play with power. I'll guarantee you this year at Thanksgiving, he's sitting at the adults' table, not the kids' one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
No matter what defense is called versus a running play, linebackers are telling the defensive guys up front, you take care of the offensive line, keep us uncovered, let us run to the ball, we'll make big plays. Well, that paid off there. All the guys up front, the big fellas, they controlled the 5 offensive linemen. That allowed the linebackers to see the openings, sprint through the gap, and snuff that play out in a hurry.
And the Raiders have got him. Mario Edwards in there to get him, and that's for him on the year.
It wasn't a breakdown in protection. Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Big sack on second down. Now the offense needs to convert here on third. They come out here in the eye. Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. Now whistles and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Patriots send out their punter, standing just about on his own goal line. Taking it about the 16. Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
Talk about controlling the football and controlling the drive. And with runs like that, they'll continue to do exactly that.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And got his man complete. A big play that time for the Raiders. And even 40 yards.
Not the tallest receiver on the field, but he just shouted to admit that the little guy can't go downfield and make a big-time catch on a deep pass, because sometimes they'll just out-scrap you for the football.
Complete. Richardson has it. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Come on, let's go. Run through it.
They go play action here on first down. Forced out to his left. And some room to roam now. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. Give him 11 on the gain there. And it'll give the Raiders a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Flex round. Come on, let's go. What? 90. Flex round. Flex round.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Matthews the intended target, and now it's 2nd down. Second down following the incompletion. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go. What? 90.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd.
Let's go. What?
He'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this from 34. And Parkey's kick is good. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So we're back to a one-score game, and now you figure we'll likely see an onside kick.
Yeah, they've only got the one timeout remaining, so I think they've got to take a chance of getting the ball back.
And this is secured by the Patriots. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And they'll indeed take a knee. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Oakland, we sign off. So long, everybody.